Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? So I got a rather lengthy comment from a viewer on YouTube, basically accusing me and all landlords like me of being cancer, greedy, just evil people. And in his comment, he says, I would love to see a response from you. So instead of typing a response, I thought what I would do is take his entire comment. I would cut it up because it is so long, it doesn't fit on a page easily. And I thought I would go through it line by line. I'll read a paragraph and give my thoughts. This is going to be, as everything I do, live, no editing. So, let me give you a taste of some of the negativity that I receive on this channel. So let me share the screen with you. So again, this is just cut and paste from his comment today on the 22nd of October. I guess I say he, I don't know if it's a he or not. It may be a she. So again, this is a hot take YouTube comment for landlords. Landlords are cancer. So let's get into it. So this is an actual comment I got. You can see it came from Anything Auto. I guess it's interesting. Anything Auto, but there's a motorcycle. I guess that's auto, I guess. Anyways, we're going to read paragraph by paragraph. I'm going to read it first and then give you my thoughts. Let's see how this goes. So first, it goes, I am sorry, but I must voice my opposition to you and people like you. I know you won't care and see dollars over people, but people should have a right to home ownership. People like you make that dream so much more difficult. Well, first, the thing that comes to mind is this person clearly doesn't know me, clearly doesn't know that I value people over dollars all the time. My track record on this channel will show that if he bothered to look in to see who I am. But his larger point is not really an attack on me. He is really talking about all landlords. And I think it's fair to say that in general, landlords are in the business for a profit. I think that's fair. I would argue that they aren't in this business for big profits, right? The average landlord makes about 9 cents. However, this individual may have had experience with a slumlord and they're out there who never fix anything, never do this or that, and just bleed the property dry. Those landlords, in my opinion, have a special place in hell. That is not how you should treat people. It's not how you should treat renters. So again, I don't take this as a personal attack. This Anything Auto comment, I appreciate where he's coming from. I had nothing for a long time growing up and never thought these things were possible. As for home ownership being a right, the good thing about being an American is if you live below your means, you save some money, everybody can buy a house. Everyone. You may need to move. You may need to get out of an expensive area. But if you want a home, you can get a home. You can. And you don't need to save 10 or 20% down. You can get into an FHA loan with 3.5% down. So I would argue that homeownership is attainable, but you have to work for it. Nothing is given. You're not given anything. You need to sacrifice, live below your means, take care of your credit, and you can have a house. Everyone who wants one, who lives below their means, takes care of their credit, can have a home. All right. Next, people like you with money and or good credit buy up the market of affordable housing, which in turn runs up the price in the housing market, even the fixer-uppers. Well, again, you don't know me. I came from nothing. I sacrificed for 15 years. So again, I won't take this as a personal attack. I think he's just venting about landlords in general. The other thing to know is properties are out there and available for everyone. It's not like the properties are just available to investors. I would tell this individual and anyone who has this gripe, homeowners have the best opportunity to buy in markets like this. Homeowners can outspend investors because they get better rates, so their mortgage payments are lower. Investors are not Repeat, not doing good things in this market. Owner occupants are crushing it. So again, the last thing I'll say about fixers is homeowners don't want fixers. You don't get it. Fixer-uppers are not for homeowners. Homeowners don't have the down payment and then the make ready. If you have a down payment of 10, 15, 20 grand, but then you have to spend 40 grand installing a new bathroom and new kitchen and putting on a new roof, homeowners generally can't do that because they have the down payment, but that's it. So to say that we are somehow evil by fixing up junk properties, the stuff that I buy is 1 or 2 years away from being bulldozed. Great. You want a vacant lot in the city? Okay. That's the option. The stuff that I buy, generally speaking, no homeowner would touch. The comments continue. This makes it much harder for a single family to be able to afford and to get approved to buy a home. It is not hard. If you live below your means, save, take care of your credit, you can get approved to buy a home. It's a simple recipe that's been around for decades. They are then forced to rent at much higher monthly installment than a typical fixed mortgage loan, which puts burden on their savings per month to save for down payment for a home. Yes, there is no question that renters are, I guess you call it rent burdened in many parts of the country. Rent burden, think greater than 35% of income. Yes, I believe homeownership is a way out of poverty and all of these things. I would argue that forced that's a pretty harsh word. I have never forced anybody to rent my units. That is an inaccurate statement. I've not forced anyone. Never. No landlord could force anybody to do anything. This is all done by choice. You don't want to rent mine? No problem. To use something as essential as a home to capitalize for your own personal gain is sick. It is running up prices in a housing market and destroying once nice neighborhoods. I have personally seen neighborhoods that were once nice turn into rental block, and being the people are renting and not permanent residents, they simply do not care about the neighborhood like permanent residents do. Okay, so you're saying tenants are bad. You're saying renters are bad and homeowners are good. So I think he is saying there. Another thing I think he is saying there, again, I'm saying he, I don't know if it's a he, it could be a she for all I know. But yeah, that's fair. When I drive through neighborhoods, it's pretty easy to pick out what's a rental versus homeowner. Green grass, taking care of the front yard is an easy tell usually. I have seen neighborhoods like you're speaking that were nice and went rental. But I've also seen areas that were run down become homeowners. It's called gentrification. So real estate goes through cycles. So yes, there are some neighborhoods that get to a point where they're very renter oriented, but then there will be a gentrification where they will be bought back up by homeowners and fixed up. So to point at the yin and not talk about the yang is misguided. And the person who wrote this is a little bit angry, I think. But that's just page 1. There's more to come. So again, I just copied and pasted. I didn't want to miss anything. So the first paragraph we've already touched on. Here we go. You want to rent a place and make a killing? Fine. Build an apartment complex or townhomes and rent them. Rental flipper gurus are popping up all over. So wait a second. We can do value add apartments or even value add townhomes. So we can do townhomes in this guy or gal's opinion, but we can't do single family homes. That's kind of, I don't know why that's okay. A townhouse versus a single family home. I don't know. Is it because they have connected walls? Maybe I don't know. But rental flipper gurus are popping up all over. That's because FHA buyers, The only reason flipping is working today is because owner occupants are buying up a lot of stuff. People who have sacrificed, saved for a down payment using FHA 3.5% down loans. Homeowners are 90% of the market today. Investors aren't doing very well. To me, you guys are cancer, and YouTube is the syringe used to inject the cancer into more and more people until the housing market is a rental market. I don't even know what to say to that. I've never thought of myself as cancer. I think that is, I don't even have a response to that. To call YouTube a syringe, I guess I get what he's saying is people are talking about buying low, fixing up, selling for a profit. I get that. But I've never been called a cancer before. So I don't know how to reply to that. I would think after putting out several thousand videos plus original content every day, not shying away from negative comments, that I would earn something better than being called cancer. But there you go. I am sorry, but you have to see that profiting off the market in the way you do is having a massive effect on lower income renters dreaming of owning a home. By the time they save up a whopping 20% down, the 180K home will have been bid up to 230 based on home sales in the area you rental purchase like. Well, again, this individual doesn't understand how FHA and homeownership works. Homeowners do not have to save 20%. Homeowners have to save 3.5%. So on a 180K house, that's like $6,000. If you can't sacrifice and save $6,000, that's your problem, not my problem. I'm an investor. I have to save 30 or 40%. You as a homeowner, 3.5%. So if you have a problem saving 3.5%, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. $6,000. Your example, not mine. Save $6,000. Investors have to put 20, 30, 40% down. Homeowners, 3.5%. If you can't save $6,000, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Top it off with people have a boss at work, then a boss at home, landlord, no dogs, no cats, no Halloween decorations, no more than 5 visitors at any given time, no more than 2 cars in the driveway, no pictures on the wall, etc., etc. Deposit plus first month's rent up front, which in some cases is high as 5% of typical down payment on a house or mortgage. If you don't want to rent, save $6,000. Live below your means. Get a second job. I worked 3 jobs at one time during my early years. I lived on 50% of my income. I ate ramen noodles. I ate baked potatoes. You want to complain? Stop buying stupid shit. Save your money. Get a second job. I did. Stop blaming me for your inability to save $6,000. Again, not wanting to miss anything, I just kept cut and paste going. To finish this up, it's top it off with people have I already read that. Rant over. Real estate investing should be banned, or at least make it so a person buying a home must reside in it for no less than 2 years before having the ability to rent it or sell it, or they inherited it and wish to sell or rent immediately. Only exception. If we take 11 million homes, which are roughly the estimate of rental units, out of the market, what do you think that does? People would be living in cars. That's what you're saying. Lots of people can't save $6,000 for whatever reason. Lots of people want to rent a home because that's just what they want to do. So to just say renting homes is not allowed, what are you going to do? Everybody's going to live in an apartment or their car? There's lots of reasons to want to rent a house, especially today. Space is good. People need to have an office, a gym, a backyard, a garage. You're gonna really tell families they can't rent homes. They got to live in a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 900 square foot apartment. That is awful short-sighted. There are lots of great reasons to rent a home. I would love to hear your rebuttal from you about my comment here. If I'm wrong on my thinking, backed with visual proof, please explain. Not sure what visual proof is. In the end, you know, I sense the frustration here. I have no hard feelings. I think a lot of what is in this comment comes from bad landlords. I think there are a lot of bad, greedy landlords out there. I think pointing at me, calling me cancer without knowing me is not cool. Yeah, so that's what I think. In the end, I want to reach out to, or not reach out. I want to comment to anything Otto. Thank you for your comment. I hope you have a great day. So what'd you guys think? What'd you think of the comment? What'd you think of my response? It was off the cuff, just did it right away. I saw his comment 20 minutes ago and now I'm responding. So let me know what you think. Take care. Bye.